Let's go to Kenya's Nyeri County now. After years of working on a project to build an aircraft, Amani Nyeri has turned his project into one that hopes to create green energy for many villages in Nyeri. KTN's Karen Derry reports.
Earlier on in the year, we focused on one ambitious, budding aeroplane come drone maker. 47-year-old Gabriel Nderito's dream soared high. He was set on turning this metal contraption into a drone of sorts, and going by the look of things then, he was on his way to getting there. The Kahawa West resident had traveled to Nyeri to try out his creation and shared with us his fascination of planes since boyhood. By the time we talked to him in February, what had initially been a 500-kilogram bulky object had successfully been reduced to a 130-kilogram machine.
Even if we do not succeed, somebody somewhere else in Kenya will probably complete this work, and he will not start where I started.
Not yet the plane Nderito had envisioned, but well on its way there. So when we caught up with Gabriel Nderito in Nairobi, Kenya, 10 months later, we were curious to know if his dream had indeed materialized. He informed us that he had let the aeroplane matter rest at least for a while, as he had instead taken up yet another project. Nderito informed us that he had converted part of his equipment to an energy source. What he didn't manage to construct to an aeroplane, he had now turned into a renewable green energy source.
It is a hybrid system. Basically, by hybrid we mean two sources of energy combining to provide a particular need. In this case, the two sources are solar and wind turbine.
Not a quitter, he explained that his frustrations at being unable to come up with a commendable drone or plane did not deter him from moving on to Plan B. The new project, he says, will supply energy to local primary schools in villages that do not have access to electrical power.
In our estimate, typical primary school consumes just about maybe 2,000 watts, and this project is tailored just to produce that.
In what might be perceived as the optimism of seeing the glasses half full despite his failed plane construction attempt, Nderito, who was a Bachelor of Science in Physics, says the plane might not have benefited many anyway, but the solar and wind energy source will instead light up the lives of many.
When you are powering a primary school, you're talking about a typical school in maybe Nyeri County has about 400 students, and that's the motivation actually was that this particular project helps more people than the aviation project, which is basically you're only probably helping only 1 or 2 persons.
In all the years he has spent trying to construct the plane he had dubbed Upendo, he does not consider it wasted effort, as it enabled him change the direction of his thoughts to the creation of the energy source. Using solar and wind means the green energy will help conserve the environment too.
Perhaps what this teaches us is the spirit of resilience, and that if something does not go your way or does not map out as envisioned, then you can always resort to Plan B, C, or even D, so long as you stick to the path until you succeed. Carol Derry, KTN News, Nyeri.